Hey guys, you're welcome back. Still the Son of Man with you. On this first video, we are going to be talking about the tool I call the text tool on PixelLab. So this is the tool here. So if you don't know it, you can remember it using the letter A. Okay, when you say letter A, you already know you are talking about text. Okay.
Before we proceed, don't forget that we are on Create Visuals in Pixel here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe with us and turn on your notification to stay updated on our next video. So, let's get started.
Okay. When you select your text tool, you are going to see where the right text, you're going to see where the right quotes. If you are clicking on quotes, you are going to see a lot of code that you can use or edit and use it for your designs, but I don't like using it. Okay, then click on your text. You are going to click and then a new text is going to come out. Then you are going to select edit, click on edit to edit that text. Then you can write something like design here, write design and click OK. Then you can draw it at the middle here. You can use this this arc you see here to rotate your text. You can use this circular thing here to expand your text, and then you can also use this one to expand it your text as well. Okay, let's see how those things work. If I put and draw here, you see I'm expanding like this. Okay, but if I want to actually enlarge the text, I will just use this one instead. If I want to rotate this text, I can use this arc at the bottom here and then rotate it. Okay, that's what they are used for. Then I can expand my text and I'll bring it to the middle here. I will select my grid tool. I'm supposed to discuss this in another video, but let's just use it for now. I will select my magnet and then make sure I place it at the center here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead to change my font. Okay, the second tool that we can find is the delete tool. Okay, if you actually want to delete, you can go ahead to delete, and then you can go ahead as well to bring it back by undo. Okay, then you can see the third tool here, which is copy. And if you actually want to make a copy, you can make a copy of it as much as you want, and then you can still delete it. Okay, the next one is front. If you want to bring your text to the front, you can use the to the front to bring it to the front. For instance, if I have another let's say something like the design, okay, and then I want to place this one and let's see, change color. Okay, I want to place this one at the back. Okay, I can just use to the back, is at the back now. If I want to bring it to the front, just like that. Okay, it's not difficult. Then make sure that you select your text whenever you're working on your text. Okay, then we have the one we call position tool. You can use this to reposition your text if you don't want to use your hand to move it. Okay, then we have a relative position. We have left here, we have left, we have right, and we have the center. I mean, like this. Just to make sure that you bring your text to the center, you can just use these ones. Okay, and then we have sizing. You can use this to resize your text if you don't want to use this method as well. There are two ways to do that. Okay, then you have padding. Then you can pad right, pad left, and so on and so forth. Those ones are not really that important. So you can go to color. You can change the color of your text here to anything that suits you better. Okay, and then you can go to texture as well. From here, you can add any texture that you want to use on your text. Okay, you can add them here. Then, for instance, if I want to use this, let me see. I want to use this my image as my texture. You see, it is appearing instead of the color now. I am using my image as the texture of this text. Okay, okay, but I don't want it, so I remove it back. And then you go to opacity. Then you can here reduce the opacity of your text, reduce it or increase it. It all depends on what you're actually designing. Okay, And then the next one is rotate. You can actually rotate using this tool, if you don't want to use this arc at the bottom to rotate. Okay, I told you there are still 2 ways to do that. Then the next tool is the mask tool. Then here you can mask in and out. Okay, you can mask in and out. If you actually perfect understand how to use this, you can actually use it to create a logo and many other things. I hope by when the class starts, we can be able to know how to use this tool very well. Okay, and then for the tutorial video sake, for easier understanding, no need to go deep into this. Then you can go to font. The next one is the font. Click on your font. You will have a lot of already made font for you on PixelLab when you download your font. Okay, you download your PixelLab. But if you actually want to add your own font, you can go to my font and then you can add your font by clicking on this place, clicking here. If you already have some font that you actually download, then you can go here, go to your download. I hope I can still find my download. Yeah? Let me see. I hope I see it. Okay, see it here. Oh goodness. Okay. My download. Then I have Roboto. These are my fonts. Then I can click on add dictionary to add those fonts. Then I have added it because I already have it before. Okay, it's still here. It has come out to the top. So I can choose to use this font and then select OK. Now this is the font of that Roboto. Okay, it's just like that. Then if I actually choose a font that is light, for instance, something like Roboto, I will go to and choose something like Roboto Light, and then I will go to my bold. B is for bold. Then I can bold it, I can italic it, I can underline it here, and then I will remove all the effects if I click on this one. Okay, that's what they are used for. Then I have the next one is curve. If you actually want to curve your text, you can curve it. You must have seen some of the logos that have this effect where they curve their text around a circular stuff. Okay, so this is what they actually use to do that. So you can actually try it out later and see how it works. Okay, then the next one is background. If you actually want to add some background to your text, you can actually do it like this. Okay, you can add any color of your background. Don't worry, when we are discussing color theory, we are going to understand how you can use this to add a color and which color to add to your text and how to go about it. Okay, so we have the next one we called alignment. I think this video is already taking longer time than I expect. Okay, then we have left alignment, we have center alignment, and we have right alignment. Okay, when we are talking about alignment principle, if you have watched that video, you're supposed to understand what I'm talking about now. Then the next one is spacing between your text. Well, this is what we use to do spacing when we are designing or doing the practical part of this class. We are going to be explaining how to add spacing, what you need to consider, what you need to put in mind before adding spacing on your design. So, but this is the tool that I use to do that. You either space your word or you space your letters, because now we only have letters and not words. Okay, that you have only one word. That's why you cannot expand anything on word, but you can expand your letters. Okay, and then we have line spacing as well. Here you can space it top and space it bottom. And then we have what we call stroke. If you want to add stroke to your text, you can go ahead, use this one to add some stroke. But stroking and the shadow are not always necessary for texting in some cases, so you shouldn't consider using that for design in most cases. So this one is for shadow. You can increase the opacity of your shadow, blur it. Okay, and then you can make it more dim or more have more weight, and then you can take it to this x-axis or take it to the y-axis, just like this. Okay, this is what they are used for. And then they have inner shadow. The one we discuss here is outer shadow, and this one is inner shadow. Okay, when you select inner shadow, you are going to add the shadow inside the text itself. Okay, so how this one works is you blur it, you say the shadow is coming and it's overshadowing the brightness of the text. Okay, so if you can know how to use this, it's going to be more better. We're going to be talking about a lot of these things in the video design tutorials like we're going to be sending us. Okay, then we have the next one, which is emboss. This emboss is a kind of casting a light effect on your text or turn it in kind of a 3D image, even though it's not a perfect 3D image, but it's going to make it look like a kind of light effect is being cast on your text. Okay, so I'll also be explaining this in one of our video tutorials that is going to be coming up sooner. Okay, so the next one is prospect. Then we select it. Then with this you can be able to transform your text and make it look like it's lying down or something like that. Okay, something like this is quite interesting, right? And you must be wondering sometimes when people design something and then they make the text look like it's lying flat on the ground. So I think this is what they actually use to do that. Then you can also practice it with your PixelLab and see what you can achieve at the end of the day. So the next one is 3D. For 3D rotate, and this is what you get. If you're rotating X axis like this, if you're rotating Y axis, you can just be like this. Okay, and then just like this. And then the 3D text. With this 3D text, you can actually add some effect of 3-dimensional view of your text like this. Then you can change the color here, change the color of your shadow into something else here, just like this. And then you can reduce the depth. Okay, just like this. And many other things, just rotate it, rotate your depth and every other thing. And then you can rotate the angles as well. That's the light effect, where the light is coming from. And then you can increase or decrease the intensity of light that is casting on your 3D, and then the shadow as well, and then the spectral hardness. All of these things, the more you practice with your PixelLab, the more better you understand how to use these tools. Okay, the reason why I know them is because I've been using them for a very long time. So your 3D shadow is just like this, but I don't like using this. Okay, and then you can just a kind of casting a shadow on the bottom of your 3D. Okay, and then the last one is reflection. And with this you can actually cast a kind of reflection which will look like a kind of light is shining and then it's creating a reflection at the bottom. So you can just create a distance of it away from your text, all those things. Use this vertical offset to do that. Okay, and then with this we have covered the the text tool. I told you there is nothing difficult in text tool. So see you on the next video where we are going to be talking about the object tool at the center here. Okay, see you on the next video. Thank you.